Hey guys, it's Ep6 and welcome back to episode 6 of my Dortmund career. Now today's episode we've got plenty of games to get to. The first game is against Frankfurt in the league, that's an away match for us. Then just 4 days later, a cup game for us to play as well. And then 3 days after that, back in the league again. Might also have time to get to the game against Tottenham in today's episode as well. Looking forward to that on a Champions League game in the group stage. Obviously, we've been having mixed results in the group stage recently, so really fighting for something in that game. So looking forward to that if it is the case that we are able to play it. Before we get into today's episode though, thank you all so much for your support on the last 5 episodes of this series. It's been absolutely incredible. You guys got yourself a bonus episode last time round, so I really do appreciate all your support on the videos so far. If we could try and 100 likes on today's episode as well, that'd be absolutely incredible. Please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. So many new subscribers coming to the channel at the moment, so thank you all so much for that. Let's crack on with today's episode and let's take a look at the team we're going to go with. Quite a strong side. Berkey in goal, Toljan there at right back, Socrates top right, Guerrero making up the rest of the defence. Dahoud, Goetze and Weigl in midfield, Pulisic, Batshuayi, Royce as our front three. So that's sort of the team you'd expect really as our starting 11. This is the bench I've gone with again. Plenty of options there. Philip might well get himself on the pitch here as well. We'll just have to wait and see. He's not yet played, I don't think, for us, or at least not very often. So he could get a game at some point, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's the cup game that he actually starts in. But let's focus on this match for now. Let's see whether we can get ourselves another victory. We've won every game so far in the league, so hopefully we can continue that here. Okay, then here we go for this game against Frankfurt. We're away for this match. Curious to see how we're going to get on. Obviously, we've still got the difficulty on. It's the same level. Obviously increased since episode 1. We've increased it a little bit, and that's made every game very challenging recently. So we're going to have to wait and see now how we get on. We've got to try and rule out any of those sloppy mistakes, though. Royce wins it back really well. Good chance here. Stabbed at it and followed up by Pulisic, who scores. It's 1-0, and we'll happily take the early start and the early goal as well. Really, really quick start to the match here for us, getting ourselves the early goal, and it's Pulisic following up. Good bit of play. It all comes from sort of Royce just wanting it a little bit more than defender, who just plays it straight into his path. You can just see this as a really sloppy pass. Royce just there into Goetze, I think it was, who more sort of stabs at it really, followed up nicely by Pulisic. It's 1-0 and we're taking the lead already. It's exactly the start that we needed really, just gives us a bit of a confidence booster, and now to go hopefully double the lead. Royce waiting for that right pass through. What a ball that is. Great chance. And it's 2-0 now. That's a fantastic ball through from Marco Royce, is that. And we've doubled our lead. Just a couple of minutes later, 3 or 4 minutes later there as well. This time it's Goetze who makes the great run. And you could see it for a mile. Just the way that he bends his run nicely as well there as he's trying to get onto that pass was incredible. We had 2-0 up just 10 minutes in. Look at this from Royce. Look at that vision. Oh, what a pass. And then just puts it to the other side of the keeper. 2-0. Tearing Frankfurt apart here, and that's very good news for us because at the moment it seems like we're going to continue our winning streak in the league. Batshuayi holding it up, waiting for Goetze to make the run. Oh, this time's a challenge. It's going to be a penalty. It's a daft decision from the captain, but we've managed to win ourselves a penalty there. Goetze making a similar sort of run yet again, but this time fouled, and I don't really know why he's had to make that challenge because he's never going to get there. I think he's more trying to intercept the pass, but inadvertently he's brought down Goetze. It's a straight red as well. Oh my days, didn't even think about what card it was going to be, just thought about the penalty, and that's going to be the captain off. Wow, okay, that's changed the game definitely. This could really open the floodgates for us now, because they're down to 10 men and there's a chance. It's not even a penalty. Oh, it's outside the box. I'm sure that was inside the box. How has that happened? You can see the mark on the ground where they stood. Oh, surely. Look, it's inside the box. No, are we actually being serious there? Come on. Are they doing it from when the tackle started? The tackle starts there, but the contact is made there. That's where the contact's made. How is that not a penalty? We're inside the box. Oh, that is a ludicrous decision. I don't know what's going on there. Come on, that's a penalty. It's a penalty. That's where that's where he brought down in the box. Terrible decision. Free kick opportunity here. We know how bad I am at free kicks. I've been trying to get some advice in the comments, but to be honest, I don't know whether I can even. Wow, okay. I was about to say, I don't know whether I can even hit the target, but we've just hit the target, kind of. It's hit the bar, in fact. Wasn't even expecting to be able to keep that one from going over, but we have managed to just about manage to do that there. Still hit the bar, though, but better. It's an improvement. Goetze into Batshuayi, opens up his body, shoots. What a save by the goalkeeper. Keeps it at 2-0, just going into the break, although we do still have another chance here. Royce going to deliver this ball in. Good chance. Oh, what a header from Goetze, but how has he saved that? His hands went backwards. Unbelievably stopped it from going in the back of the net. Still reigns 2-0, and that's it for the first half. What a first half that is as well. Frankfurt down to 10 men. We're 2-0 up. Should really have had a penalty, but it was given as a free kick. And the goalkeeper's prevented it from being 3 or 4, really, in this first half. And, yeah, quite rightly we're in the lead, but I can't believe it's been an eventful first half, really, for us. Batshuayi turning, shooting, oh, he scored. Hits the post and goes to the other side of the post as well. So close. Surprisingly, Frankfurt have actually been a little bit of a better team since going down to 10 men. They've been a little bit more difficult to break down. Sometimes that can happen when they have to obviously rearrange things and go a little bit more solid, but yeah, a little bit surprising to actually see they've been more difficult to get past. Switch it over to Royce here. What a ball that is. Stretching them out as much as we can so we can put this ball back in. Batshuayi again beaten to it. Every time the centre-back just getting in front of him. Let's make some changes, 15 minutes to go. We might just make all 3 changes here, try and rest a couple of players. Kagawa, Philip and Sancho all going to come on. We're going to take off Goetze, Royce and Batshuayi. 3 main players obviously coming off there. Chance to rest them for the final 15 minutes. Chance to obviously give those other guys a bit of a go. Philip's going to go play up front for us. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, I think one of his first appearances for us, so I'll be curious to see how he does in that position as well. Hopefully Sancho can also put in a good performance. Chance for him to cross here as well. Headed away, just beats into it. There was Pulisic to Hood, now to Weigl. It opens up to hit Philip, the substitute. He's going to now try and cross it back into the back post, and wow, beaten to it. Sancho. Looking for Philip there with the pass. What a pass that is. It's right through the middle. On his left foot now, a chance to shoot and saved. Really well saved, in fact, by the goalkeeper, who prevents it from being 3-0 yet again. Still haven't managed to get ourselves the third, unfortunately, but Sancho with a hell of a pass there. Kagawa now still going. Can we find Sancho eventually? Maybe even Kagawa. What was with the heavy touch? Hit it first time. Should have been a third. Can't complain too much because we are going to end up winning this game anyway. But yeah, so frustrated we've not managed to get more from this match. Weigl over to Dahoud, ball through, Kagawa has to be, no, it's right at him. Simple save. But that's it, finishes the 2-0 in the end. Happy to get ourselves another 3 points, another victory as well, deserved one, penned them in. Obviously they didn't have that many attacks when they went down to 10 men, but they certainly looked more resilient, they looked more defensive, they looked a little bit better at the back in terms of winning back the ball, intercepting things. So even though we did dominate and all the possession was really in their half, we still only managed to get 2 goals in the end, and they obviously didn't go forward very often, as you'd expect. But yeah, very happy overall with the performance there. Kept the pressure on them, just couldn't quite get the third, but we still got ourselves 3 points. Some player drills this week, exact same 5 drills that we're going to go with. Obviously brought in one of our younger goalkeepers from the Youth Academy into the drills, I think last episode, maybe the one before. He's going to continue to be trained up, getting closer to 62 overall now, which is good to see. Sancho and Isak shouldn't be too far away from going up to the next overall. Let's move on to the cup game now. Looking forward to this match actually. It's against a team I'm not familiar with at all. Possibly the 2nd division. Again, feel free to correct me in the comments. We are going to change the team for this game as well, with it being a cup match. I'll be curious to see how he gets on with the rotated side. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with. Weidenfeller starting in goal. Piszczek, Kanji in centre-back with Sané alongside him. Durm also there as well. Sahin, Castro and Kagawa in midfield. Schürrle, Isak and Yarmolenko as our front 3. So a changed team, heavily changed obviously. Still some good players in there. This is the bench. Toprak, Schmelzer, Roda, Goetze, Sancho, Philippe and Batshuayi all on there. Royce is out. Obviously going to make sure he's fully fit for the next game in the league. So yeah, let's see how we get on. We're obviously trying to win this game. Obviously we want to also try and win the cup as well. So we've got to have a decent run here to be able to do that. And we've got to be able to beat this team as well. Here we go. Let's find out how we get on against this team. With such a changed team, I'm obviously expecting different results, different performance. Hopefully it's still positive performance and result, but you're always going to have an opportunity here to see how you get on with the rotational players that don't play quite as often. And maybe it's a chance for them to try and break through into the first team and compete for those sort of positions more often. So we'll see exactly what we get from them anyway. Isak playing it over to Yarmolenko. Great pass. Yarmolenko chests and shoots off the post and in. We'll take that. It's an early start again. It's 1-0. Yarmolenko scores and we'll happily take that. What a chest down that was. Brilliant finish as well. But look at this pass from Isak. On his left foot, on a plate for him as well, just chests it down, uses his strength and smashes off the post, and then 1-0. We've started very quickly yet again, and we're taking the lead very early on. Response straight away from the opposition. They've got themselves a corner, a chance now to deliver something into the box. We're not usually good at clearing these. We've got to be better here, and we haven't. They've actually won that one. Never seem to win anything. Chance here for the opposition, diving header just wide. Very close though, very, very close. Poor defensively again, we get dragged all over the place, and we just don't manage to win back the ball. We seem to get a little bit stuck in those wide areas for some reason. I don't think it usually happens on previous career momentum with other teams, but for some reason we just seem to have a bit of an issue with defending in those sort of areas for some reason. Need to work on it. Hopefully we can. Isak going to turn and shoot. Oh, that's beautiful. That's 2-0 as well. That's a fantastic goal, is that from Isak. We'll happily take it. 2-0, we doubled our lead, and again, just allowed to turn and finesse, and if you don't close our strikers down, they're going to do that. They've got enough quality in them, and it's a really good finish there. We'll celebrate right in front of the opposition fans. The home crowd there won't be too happy about that, but look at this, the space just opens up between the defence and midfield. This is the sort of space that we're trying to close off in ourselves when we defend, and the opposition here haven't done that themselves, and that's obviously led to them conceding again. 2-0. Oh, straight to Yarmolenko. A chance for another attack here if he can keep hold of it. He has done for now at least. Anyway, Kagawa onto Isak. Gonna try and finesse again. Saved easier this time, but poor from the opposition. His check over to Castro, who's found himself on the right hand side, going to cross on his left foot in the back post, and Yarmolenko's made it 3. That's his second of the game as well. 3-0 now in this game, 32 minutes in, and Yarmolenko with a heady goal this time round. Just at the back post for us. Castro with a good delivery, gets himself an assist, and the defender couldn't do enough. Maybe the goalkeeper should deal with this one. Just play it out to Castro, and look at this for a delivery. It's a great one on his left foot, and maybe the keeper should just come out there and wipe them both out. He hasn't done, and Yarmolenko wins it 3-0. Good chance here for the opposition. Oh, what a save, Weidenfeller, and out for a corner just before half-time. Still remains 3-0 for now, but a good opportunity for them to deliver a ball. We know we're not very good from these corners, so we've got to try and deal with it this time. It's into the back post, and this time we do clear it. Half-time, winning the game 3-0. In a great position, obviously. Already we look like we could be through to the next round, but got to try and continue to add to the scoreline if we can. Hopefully get a couple more goals, and maybe even a hat-trick for Yarmolenko if we can. Isak, ball through to Kagawa, chance here from a tight angle. Oh, good save. Plenty of power behind it, but goalkeeper just got enough behind it himself to put it out for a corner. Good start to the second half, going to deliver something here. Castro to put it in, and it goes straight back out again. Schürrle waiting for the overlap of Piszczek. It's a good run from him. Now it needs to be a delivery into the back post. It's a free header that's been saved incredibly by the goalkeeper. It was really well to move across this line and get to that because it should really be a fourth there. Piszczek with a good ball as well. It's only a matter of time before we do get a fourth, I think, but at the moment the keeper's keeping him in it. All 3 changes now. It's going to be Roda, Sancho and Philippe all going to come on. We're going to take off Sahin, Schürrle and Kagawa as well. Sahin's not really done too much in this game, so we'll take him off. And we'll rotate it, bring on some different players for the final 20 minutes or so. And hopefully we can get ourselves a 4th goal still. Trying to search for that. Not quite happened in the second half for us yet. But the goalkeeper has been in great form. So, because of that, we haven't managed to get a 4th. Castro turning, shooting, hitting the bar. So close again. This time it's the woodwork that keeps it at 3-0. That's it, finishes 3-0. Again, no goals in the second half somehow. Goalkeeper's really kept it at 3-0. He's done a great job, to be fair to him, in the second half. Could have easily been 4-5 or maybe even more. But very pleased with how he got on again. Scoring plenty of goals even with a changed team, so that's good. Isak with a particularly good performance, as with Yarmolenko as well, who scored a cracking goal to kick things off. So, really impressed actually with this performance. 9 shots, 6 on target, more possession as well. And so with a rotated team, we've managed to get ourselves into the next round. And on to the next game now, back into the league we go, I think in 3 or 4 days' time. This is interesting. Schwarzer saying transfer request. Since I last mentioned it to you, I'm still not getting enough time on the pitch, so I've decided I want to go on the transfer list and move clubs. Fair enough, we have had offers in for him, to be honest, I think since the window closed, but he's just not really a player that I fancy playing left back. I've got other players like Guerrero and Durham, which I'd rather play there. He has, I think, made an appearance in the last episode, or maybe the one before, but just doesn't really seem like he's going to be here much longer. Okay, this is the team going to go for this next league game. Now, because Tottenham's in 4 days' time, I'm going to, again, keep things fairly rotated. There's still some good players that are playing here. Berkey starts in goal, Toljan, Akanji, Toprak, Schmelzer in defence as well. Roda, Weigl, Kagawa in midfield, and Sancho, Isak and Philippe there as our front 3. Schmelzer coming in just because I don't really want to risk either of the left backs. I want to focus on having a good squad ready for the next 2 games, which is Tottenham and then Bayern Munich 3 days later. So 2 really big games to come, and hopefully we've got to have a fully fit squad for both of them. This bench I've gone with as well, Zagadou, I think is how I pronounce his name, Zagadou, something like that. He starts on the bench for us in this game, which I don't think he's done before. Guerrero also on there, Dahoud, Götze, Pulisic, Royce and Batshuayi also on there as well. Hopefully Rodrigo's not too far away from coming back. But maybe not quite in time for the Spurs or Bayern game. Fit in 7 days, so maybe for the Bayern game. Here we go though for this game against Hanover. Hopefully the fact that it's a changed team again won't hurt us too much. Obviously it was a good performance in the last game, but this opposition's certainly better than the last team that we played. So hopefully we don't end up slipping up here, and hopefully we can continue our good winning streak still in the league. Weigl, good chance now into Kagawa, who turns brilliantly. Still going in a fake shot and try and lose everyone. Oh no, the shot was terrible, but everything else before that was great. He maybe could have shot on his left foot, but I went for the fake shot there and just completely lost both of them. They left the stadium. They went that far the other way, didn't they? It was incredible, but the shot wasn't quite there. Oh, well, one back. It's brilliant from Philippe. Dodges one and then takes another touch, which I didn't want to take. Maybe just knocks the ball by accident in the end. I was trying to cut it back, and that would have been a perfect chance to put ourselves in front. Chance again for Hanover. Good opportunity as well. Need to mark up properly in the box, and luckily they don't use anybody in the box. Goes for the shot. Very greedy there. Should have passed it. That's it for the first half. Still 0-0, unfortunately. Haven't quite managed to get ourselves in front yet. Been a fairly balanced game. Certainly at times the opposition have been going forward more, but yeah, I think certainly 0 is pretty fair. I don't think either of us really having that many clear-cut chances. So we've got to try and push a little bit more. Got to try and get some more support to the attackers. Feels a little bit at times like they're quite isolated up front. That's got to change for us in the second half. Roda ball through there to Isak. It's a great 1-2. Isak running through. It's right at the goalkeeper, unfortunately. Just had to pick out a corner there and it would have been a goal for us. Disappointing. Could have gone 1-0 up there. Oof, not that far away. We swung at it, but to be fair, it's only a few inches over the bar. At the moment, I'm a little bit worried that it might be 2 drop points for us. Even worse at this rate. Oh, good save from Berkey. Could have scored there with the opposition. 30 minutes to go in this game. Still got a feeling we've got enough in this team. I might bring on players on the bench, although I am a little bit reluctant with Tottenham in a few days' time, but we might have to. We're losing the game 1-0. And it's one of those games that feels like it could go either way, but certainly Hanover taking the lead here, 1-0 up, and 30 minutes left to try and turn this around. Need 2 goals as well, not just happy with the 1. Can we do it with this current crop of players, or do we need the subs? Difficult, because we've got 2 massive matches coming up. Do we just sacrifice this game, and maybe just settle for trying to get a point? Got to get a goal first. Isak into Sancho. Sancho going to come inside. Waiting for the right pass. Good opportunity here for Kagawa. Turned away and then shot right at the goalkeeper. Might have to make those changes now. 15 minutes to go. We'll wait until the ball next goes out, I think. All 3 changes back. Schweier, Royce and Gertz are all going to come on. Really bringing on the big guns now with about 12 or 15 minutes left. Kagawa coming off. Philip coming off. Isaac also coming off as well. No other choice but to really go for it, even though it might risk their energy a little bit. Shouldn't too much. It's only 12 minutes or so. But yeah, really have to go all out now. 6 minutes to go, the opposition with a free kick in a good position as well. Running out of time now, really running out of time. Got to clear this away, it could get even worse at this rate. Just managed to get a foot in there, did Roda. Now we've got a break. Need some players going forward, and that's the only thing we don't have at the moment. Where's everyone gone? Oh, no. That's it now, game over, I think. With that free kick as well. We've lost it, unfortunately. 2 minutes left of this game, we certainly can't get 3 points now, but slight hope of a point if we can break, but just not enough players running forward. Everyone seems to hold back for some reason, as if they're still trying to defend. Come on, Royce, you have to bring us forward here by yourself. Royce still going, he's got a couple of players still to beat, he's going to have to bring us really wide here. Hopefully he can come back inside. Royce, can he shoot? Oh, he can, but it's saved by the goalkeeper into the added on minutes now. Everyone's up, Royce going to deliver. What's the ball like? Not bad, but he's still beaten to it. Please don't be offside. Please don't be offside. Oh, punched away. Schmelzer trying to keep the attack alive. Can he get there, anybody? Not that way. It's the last place we want it to go, and that will be it, I think, now. Royce still going, though. Can we get a good cross in? Batshuayi beaten to it. That's going to be the whistle blown, I think, in a second. Really frustrated. We've not managed to get more from this game. We really should have. And the referee will blow his whistle, surely. I mean, we're well into added on time now. He's still not blowing his whistle. Batshuayi trying to get there. Oh, my God. 7 minutes. What is going on? How long are we playing for? I'm not complaining if we can get another attack. Another chance, saved. 9 minutes into stoppage time. It's supposed to be 3, but somehow the referee's added another 6 on. We're still going. This is ridiculous. Finally, he ends it. Nearly 10 minutes of stoppage time, and we still couldn't get ourselves a victory. We played 100 minutes in the end, if not more, and yeah, still lost the game. So, disappointing. One of those sort of games where I think we could have played forever and we still probably wouldn't have scored. They defended really well, to be fair to them. We didn't attack very well. That's the main issue. It was our attacking. And so we can't have that many complaints. What we can have complaints about is the chances that we created and didn't do anything with. So I still believe that we probably created more chances. We'll see what the stats say, but certainly should have got more than just a 1-0 loss. In fact, we created less chances, and therefore we can't have that many complaints at all. 9 shots, 6 on target for the opposition, 6 shots, 3 on target for us. And that's our first points dropped as well in this season, so it gives an opportunity now for the rest of the teams around us to try and catch us up a little bit. We had 9 wins for a possible 9 before that game. And on to the final game of today's episode. We will have time for the game against Tottenham, desperate to see how we get on against them. A win wouldn't even get us overtaking them, we'd just move within a point, so we've got to win this game and probably the next 2 after that as well to try and finish in the top position. We will do some player drills feels though before the game against Tottenham, it's a real test of what sort of team we put out in these next couple of games, because Tottenham in a few days' time, they're buying after that. Is going to mean that we are going to have to change things around a lot. Schmelzer says that the next transfer window he wants to leave. No surprise there. Socrates wants to play this next game. Rodrigo says he's okay to play as well. I doubt that's the case, but we'll take a look. I think he's more likely to be on the bench anyway, and he'll probably play against Bayern when he's fully fit, to be honest, but he probably will just get on the bench here. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with for the final game of today's episode. Berkey starts in goal, Toljan, Socrates, Sané and Guerrero all playing in defence for us. Dahoud, Goetze and Castro in midfield, Pulisic, Batshuayi and Royce as our front three. Obviously, there's definitely our starting 11 out there, so we're not really holding things back for the game against Bayern or anything like that. Toprak starts on the bench, Durm, Weigl, Kagawa, Yamalenko, Schürrle and Rodrigo all on there. So let's see how we get on, finish off today's episode, hopefully with a victory, try and bounce back from a disappointing result there, because we are really struggling in the Champions League at the moment. In fact, if we lose, Tottenham will be on 10 points. It depends on Madrid's result, but you'd expect them to win. That puts us 7 points behind, and that would mean we would be out of the Champions League. So yeah, we need to win this game, and if we do lose, then we need to hope that Real Madrid don't win. Massive, massive game for us here. Can we finish off with a victory here? Come on, Dortmund. We have to beat Tottenham here. Let's forget about the past result against them. Let's try and beat them. We're really struggling to get the team selections perfect for these games against Tottenham and Bayern, but we've just got to go with what we've got, really. This is a very strong team, and so we can't really have any complaints about team selection for this match anyway. Just got to go out there and hopefully beat them. That's a good ball into Royce. Royce has beaten Aurier here, or at least he has for now. Royce to shoot! Oh, I thought he'd scored. Just past the post. Thought we'd had another quick start, but this time it's wide. I think Dele Alli's playing up front here with Eriksen in behind him. It's different. Pulisic cut inside, and it's a good ball into Royce! Side foot, just side footed into the back of the net. What was that sort of technique? Should be a goal there. It's a really good chance. Great ball into him. Okay, an awkward bounce in front of him, but not that sort of technique. No wonder it's skied and miles wide. Ball into Batshuayi between the two centre-backs here. He's running through a great chance on his left foot. Oh, what a save from Lloris. Tips it onto the post and cleared away. We could easily have 1 or 2 goals up here. Haven't quite taken the chances, but we're certainly on top. Oh, what a bit of play that is. Eriksen scores. Tottenham have had so few chances, and yet they've gone and put themselves in front here. Unbelievable, but it's great play to score the goal. It's just a little bit of brilliance that's ended up with them in front. Very frustrating, because they've not really done too much. And it's a good finish. They've taken the chance, and that's something we haven't done ourselves here. You can see a lovely bit of passing with no chance of getting anywhere near that. I don't know where Eriksen's marker goes. He's completely lost, and then he scores, losing the game 1-0. Goetze into Batshuayi, opens up his body and misses. Oh no. Another chance we haven't taken. Should be 1-1 at least. Son running through, chance to make it 2, and he's taken it, 2-0. 2 chances, 2 goals for Tottenham. We've been so unlucky, but we're not taking our chances, so opposition have. Very, very clinical, and that's led to them doubling their lead here. Exposed again in defence, opened up too easily, and they've scored 2 goals in 7 minutes. Batshuayi going to play it over to Pulisic. Chance for him to take a touch and shoot, and that was a great strike, actually. Didn't even expect it to be saved in the end by the goalkeeper. Half-time, losing the game 2-0. Let's have a look at the team, I think, at half-time. It's not good enough, really. Not being clinical enough, and it's, at the moment, costing us. We're going to be knocked out of the Champions League, I think. Pulisic off, Yamalenko to come on. We're just going to see how that goes. A bit of a change of personnel there going forward. Other than that, it's tempting to look at tactics, and I still need to do instructions, to be honest, as well, which I might just quickly do now. Yeah, so a few tweaks to the player instructions. I won't go through them, but let's just see what that makes an impact. Danny Rose getting forward very early on. This is such a quick start. We're really struggling to cope with them on the attack. Tottenham, they're looking very lively. Obviously down to the changes in difficulty, the sliders that we changed. But yeah, it's getting a little bit tricky for us at times. Guerrero on the counter-attack, going to get forward himself. Batshuayi needs to be in the box. I mean, that's just basics. Don't know what he's doing here. We don't want him in that position. And we lose it. Batshuayi into Yamalenko. Going to have to go for the cross into the back post here. Very few options. Cleared away yet again. We have to bring on Rodrigo, I think, to try and change this game. Can't see anybody else that's going to make a big enough impact. Final 2 changes, Rodrigo and Weigl to go on. We're going to take off Goetze and Castro. It's the final roll of the dice, really. 25 minutes left. We're really struggling. Yeah, it's been a terrible performance, really. Guerrero getting forward, waiting for that pass into Marco Reus. He has to now find a cross. It's blocked. Still going. Blocked again. Come on, Guerrero, deliver. Oh, come on. Need a ball getting in there. Rodrigo tries, but cleared. Dele Alli running forward, shooting is saved again. Tottenham looking more likely extending their lead than we are to actually score on ourselves. Rodrigo into Yarmolenko. Still waiting for Rodrigo again. Rodrigo still going. Can he go any further and maybe get himself a goal? Blocked. How many times does that keep happening? Defence is just way too strong for us. They're keeping up with us every time. Well, we're back. Batshuayi into Rodrigo. Batshuayi, we need you in the box, please. Oh, blocked again. Find somebody. Do something. All hope's lost now, really, with 4 minutes to go. Oh, that's really annoying. Really annoying. Dele Alli running through. Everyone just seems faster than us. I don't know what's going on. It's an easy save in the end, luckily. That's it. Lost the game 2-0. We'll wait and see in a second if we are at the Champions League. I suspect that might be the case. But more importantly, I want to decide on the difficulty. I want you guys to vote in the poll in the top right-hand corner. We have obviously done a vote about this before. I think the general consensus was to keep it the same, because I think it finished 3-2, was it, in that last game against Tottenham? And again, we could keep it the same. It really depends. You've just got to kind of make up your own mind as to what you want to see. Some people said that the harder difficulty is more boring, which I'm not really too sure. I think it makes it more competitive, certainly. I've also seen some other people say keep it on the difficulty, we like that. And so there's a massive, massive difference of opinion, and it's just I can't please everybody. And so we're just going to have to wait and see what the majority say. Do you want the difficulty to remain the same? Where obviously we have lost 2 games, but it does make things more competitive. We're still top of the league in the league. We are obviously probably out of the Champions League here. Which I think maybe happened to Dortmund in real life, or were they just in the Europa League? I can't remember now. But Real Madrid wins, so that does leave us knocked out of the Champions League. So it really depends what you guys want to see. It really is up to you. Vote in the top right-hand corner. If you are happy seeing me lose, that's fine. If you want me to win every single game, that's also fine. I'm more than happy to win every single game. If you want a balance like we've kind of got at the moment, where I'm winning a couple of games, losing a couple of games, then that can be the case. So basically just vote if you want to see the difficulty stay the same as it is now, or whether you want to see it lowered back to where it was at the start of the series. Totally up to you guys. You've got to also understand I've got to go with the majority really on this, and I understand there's also a massive range of opinion. Some people not liking it, some people really liking it because it's more competitive, but totally up to you guys. Big game against Bayern Munich, and I suppose that difficulty will be changed ready for that game, so I'll have to wait and see how we get on. We are still 5 points in front of the league. We've only dropped 3 points. We're doing really well on that side of things, but obviously we're playing different standards of teams in the league and in the Champions League, so that's obviously been something that we've quite clearly seen. Whenever we've come up against a good team so far, we've basically lost. So anyway, it's up to you guys. Vote in the top right corner of the poll. Very important. You guys want to see more polls, that's what I'm going to do. But that is everything for today's episode. I've managed to include all 4 games in today's episode, so pretty happy with that. And if you could go hit 100 likes as a result of that, then I'd really appreciate that. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. I'll be back with you guys with this Dortmund Corona in just 2 days' time. The Newcastle will be out tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.